Alright, today I'm going to show you guys how to achieve the best balance between graphics and performance in Division Resurgence while you are playing on MUMU's emulator on PC. So let's first go to the device settings. Under performance, you want to select Vulkan. If you select DirectX, you will get some glitches like the character is not rendering properly, or the textures are all flying around. So yeah, go with Vulkan. Under performance, you want to select half of the cores of what your system has. So if your system has 8 cores, go with 4. I have 8, so I went with 4. And with RAM, you can select the highest that is available. Although I have 32, under custom, I could only select 16, so I went with 16. Down here in GPU memory usage, it will depend on what kind of graphics card you have. I have a 7900 XTX, which is a top tier GPU, so I went with optimal graphics quality. If you have an average GPU or a low tier GPU, go with auto tuning, or you can also go with less resource usages. But your priority should be optimal graphics quality. Down here, make sure to use discrete graphics card settings, because in case you have an integrated graphics card as well, that might be used. So just turn it on. Then move on to display. I have a 2K monitor, so I went with 2560 by 4040. But if you have 1080, like a full HD monitor, just go with that. But make sure in either of the options, make sure your DPI is set to 480, because that will give a boost to your UI. They will look much clearer than if you have it on 360. Under maximum FPS setting, you can set it to 240, but I've noticed that when I set it to 240, I do get some frame drops here and there. So yeah, I went with 60. Anyways, the game is running on 60 FPS at max, so just set it to 60. Apart from that, the only other settings that we should be concerned about is the screen style under screen settings. I set it to sharp so that my game looks crispier, a bit more clearer. So yeah, go with sharp here, or you can select whatever options you want. Sound, disk, network, we don't need to worry about. The only thing we should be worried about is the model. Under preset, make sure to select Samsung and go with S25 Ultra. From all the other devices here are not the latest one. So the latest one, S25 Ultra, which I believe came out in the beginning of 2025. So just select S25 Ultra. Then under GPU, in the model, you want to select the highest option, high Adreno TM740. That will give us the best options available inside the game for graphics. So make sure it's high Adreno. Now let's take a look at the game's graphics setting. So go down here. Under frame rate, you will see 3 options. Standard is 30 frames, medium is 45 FPS, and high is 60 FPS. So select high. But if you select high, some of the other options are locked. So for now, you can only select standard resolution and medium graphics. Then down here, you want to make sure you are using medium or high. I wouldn't go as low as low, because that will make things look a little bit bland. So go with medium or high. Either way, there's not much difference between medium or high, so I went with medium. For VFX, you want to keep it to low, since we don't really need that post-processing and particle effects. So just go with low here. Bloom is not going to give that much of a detail boost, so just go with it being off. Anti-aliasing, make sure it's on. Although despite turning it on, you're not going to completely lose out those jagged lines you see on screen, but it's still going to give a better experience than when it's not on. So turn that anti-aliasing on. Under volumetric lighting, you can keep it on, especially during the night. When you see that fog, you will get really nice volumetric lighting, so keep it on. The other 2 settings should be kept off, especially dynamic resolution, because sometimes the game will drop your game's resolution to maintain 60 FPS. So just turn it off. And now let me show you guys how the game runs on my PC as well. Okay. As you can see, I'm running around 60. I'm getting around 60 FPS. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you guys need more help or if you have any questions, do submit them in the comment section and I'll try to answer them all. Thank you. Bye bye.